Ciao everyone and welcome to a new arm tracing video. First of all, how are you? I hope that you're doing fine. Today's video is going to be divided in two parts as usual. In the first part, I am going to tell you about my recent trip to Istanbul, and in the second part, I'll insert some relaxing ambient / nature sounds. No talking. If you are new here and you enjoy the video, please subscribe, like the video and leave a comment. For all of you that are still here after all this time, thank you. So, my trip to Istanbul. Actually, as I anticipated in one of the last video, I have traveled there because my boyfriend decided to do a hair transplant surgery in one of the best hair clinic there, and my cousin live in Istanbul, so I decided to go with him, so I had the chance to visit her and the city, which is absolutely beautiful. I think I will post some pictures and video during this video, or maybe at the end of it, so you can see them. Anyway, I explain a little bit how this worked. You can contact the clinic via WhatsApp, and you will speak with somebody who speaks fluently your language and send them some pictures of your hair situation. And the doctor in person will see these pictures, and they will send you a quotation for the surgery and of course all the information. And then you can decide when you want to do the surgery, if you want to do that, and they will send you the flight options, and you will need to make an advance payment of, I'm not sure, but like the 30% of the entire amount, and then you can pay the rest at the clinic. The price includes the flights, the treatment, the hotel, and all the transfers, and 18 months of personal assistance and warranty. So when the time came for us, they sent us the flight tickets, and you have like a lot of bags included, so that was fine. Our plane was Turkey Airline. It was a very good company, I think. And when we arrived to the Istanbul airport, a fancy van was waiting for us and took us to the hotel in the heart of Istanbul. I strongly recommend you to activate an eSIM such as Olafly, so you can have cheap unlimited internet and be able to chat with all the clinic staff at any moment. I tried Olafly because it was recommended by a colleague of mine, and it was very easy to use it. So, not sponsored by them, just that I found it very easy to use. So the hotel was very nice, and a staff member was there to tell us about the schedule of the day after, and again in Italian. So whatever is your language, I think they are going to have somebody that speaks your language. And this guy was an Italian guy who lived in Istanbul. The next morning, a transfer came to the hotel to get us to the clinic. My boyfriend met the doctors and they explained to him the surgery that was taking place the day after. Again, there was an Italian translator there. And they all were super nice and professional, and the clinic looked like a museum, was full of paintings and statues. And finally, we added an entire day to visit the city. So that afternoon we made like 20 kilometers by foot and visited the Saint Sophia and Blue mosques. And in general we walk a lot, so we saw a lot of the city. And later we met my cousin, and she took us to the so-called Asian part of the city that you can reach with a boat. It was really nice, and we ate delicious local food. And so the next day was the surgery day. So my boyfriend asked me to wait at the clinic because he was a little bit scared. And I am a good girlfriend, so I waited for 8 hours there with a copy of Pride and Prejudice that I bought at the airport. And I'll tell you a little bit about the surgery. I wasn't in the surgery room, of course, but my boyfriend told me about it later. In the morning, they removed the hair bulbs from the donor area because my boyfriend has a lot of hair on the back of his head, and he has also a thick beard. So they were able to extract like 4,000 bulbs without leaving any empty spots. And in the afternoon they put these bulbs in the areas where he lost his hair during the years. And when he finally came out of the surgery, it was pretty okay. He told me that he didn't feel any pain, and he actually fell asleep in the first part of the surgery. So I was waiting for him, and he was asleep. He was asleep. Okay. And they took us back at the hotel, and I sprinted out to meet my cousin because I wanted to visit the city again. And so my boyfriend rested in the hotel room, and me and my cousin went eating a big potato full of everything. I'll post the pictures. And we actually ate other local stuff, and of course smoked nargile, and it was really cool. And I really like the city. It's really beautiful and has a lot of things to see. Loved Istanbul. And the next day the transfer took us back to the clinic for the final check. They of course explain how to treat the head for the next month, what to expect, what to buy, what to do, what not to do. They were extremely specific and sent all this information and videos via email as well. and then they are going to text and call you for the next 18 months to ask you how you're doing and answer whatever question you may have, again in your language. So they make you feel really secure, you know. And then they took us back to the airport to go home. Everything was not stressful at all and was perfectly organized. I was able to come to this trip as well, paying very, very little, like only 30 euros, as it was a plus one, so everything included, and I paid only 30 euros, 300 euros, sorry. The experience was so far positive. My boyfriend is very happy, and his hair is full of hair. Please let me know if you want additional information. This is not a sponsored video, so I didn't want to tell the name of the clinic. But you can write to me on my Instagram and I'll tell you the name. I hope that this video was both relaxing and interesting. Now I leave you to the other half of the video with relaxing sounds and no talking. Thank you for watching and see you.